Welcome to the weekly update for pregnant women and their families in Australia and New Zealand at the time of this COVID-19 pandemic. In this update, I will provide information on what you need to know at this time when there is a risk of a second wave of infection, and more of what we have learnt about this virus when compared with the previous coronavirus infections that we have seen. Australia and New Zealand have had great success in flattening the curve and minimising the risk of COVID-19 infection at a community level. And our various governments are at different stages in lifting many of the restrictions that have been imposed on our lives. The lifting of these restrictions is welcome to us all, but comes with a risk of a second wave of infections, and perhaps even a third. In the very severe pandemic in 1919 caused by the Spanish flu, the second wave killed more people than the first wave. We need to be very respectful of these viruses and to not claim victory too early. So if you are pregnant or thinking of becoming pregnant, you need to minimise the chance of becoming infected if there is a second wave. That involves sticking with all the things that we know so well: maintaining your social distances, washing your hands frequently, and being aware of the risks in your immediate environment. And we now have even better information on what to look out for if you are pregnant and may have become infected with COVID-19. The worldwide experience continues to tell us that the risk and consequences of COVID-19 infection for a pregnant woman are very similar to the rest of the population. The symptoms in pregnancy are in general as follows: a fever in 2/3 of cases, a dry cough in 1/3 of cases, general tiredness and feeling unwell in 13% of cases, and feeling short of breath in about 12% of cases. About 6% of cases in pregnancy will have diarrhea. Many pregnant women with COVID-19 infection will lose their sense of smell and taste, and that is an important thing to watch out for. If you are concerned that you may have become infected, please contact your healthcare provider as soon as possible. You may need to be tested. Last week, I described the features of other coronaviruses that have caused epidemics over the last 10 years, SARS and MERS. Both viruses affected fewer people worldwide, but were more dangerous. The death rate with SARS infection was about 10%, and with MERS was about 34%. And the implications for pregnant women were severe, with high rates of miscarriage if women were in early pregnancy, and stillbirth or preterm labour if in late pregnancy. COVID-19 is also a coronavirus, but it is very different. It is more infectious and now affects far more people, but has a lower mortality per case and does not appear to target pregnancy. There are reports from overseas of pregnant women developing severe pneumonia, but they are uncommon. Most pregnant women have symptoms of a cold or flu, or no symptoms at all. We do not know why this particular coronavirus is not targeting pregnant women and causing severe consequences, but we are all very grateful. So, overall, we in Australia and New Zealand have much to be thankful for at this time, but it is no time to be complacent. It is too early for us to become confident. That ends this week's COVID-19 update. I'll be back next Friday when I'll update you on any new issues for pregnant women and their families and provide you with some information on influenza and how it differs from the coronaviruses. If you have any comments or suggestions on topics that you would like to hear about in future videos, please write to the email address that you will find at the end of this video. Until next week, look after yourself, stay well. Thank you.